Hi Floss Tube friends, it's Liliana and welcome back to my playlist Stitch Life Diaries entry 23. Happy New Year! I hope everyone's holidays was filled with joy, peace, and love as mine was. I'm starting off the new year with a new thumbnail photo for this series of 2026. And finally, after 3 years, a planner to log in my project starts, finishes, and fully finishes. So far, I've logged in for 5 days without forgetting, and hopefully will continue to do so for the rest of the year. Time will tell, right? If you're new here, this series is where I share what I'm stitching on, usually before the evening comes around. Evening is my usual time that I like to stitch, but I do sneak in daytime sessions here and there whenever I can. I'll be showing you what I've chosen and maybe give you some information about the pattern or the kit. And then at a later time, I'll show you my progress before I set it down and choose another work in progress for the next stitching session. And I might spend as little as one session on it or even up to a few consecutive sessions, but it all depends on how the project is coming along, my mood, or whether or not it's holding my interest, etc. I will sometimes sprinkle in a few snippets here and there of my life and other interests I have along the way. I do try to keep those short and sweet, but at the same time enough to connect with my viewers on a more personal level. So I'm so glad you're here, and so let's begin. This is a 5x7 kit called Blessing, an easy one to take traveling or when I just want something simpler to work on. I'm using the 14 count fabric that the kit comes with, including the floss. Stitches required are full cross stitch, back stitch, and some French knots. My start date on this one was December 22 of 2025, so the end of last year. I'm thinking of continuing to stitch around the house. I don't believe I will touch the border yet. I'm thinking I'm going to leave that probably towards the end when I stitched up everything in the middle. So yeah, with that said, I'll see you shortly with an update. Okay, and I'm back. Today is Wednesday, January the 7th, so it's just the next day, and I'll show you what I worked on last night. I did finish the house, and I did the border around the house, and as far as French knots are along here, and I don't think I'm going to do them. So here they are. These are the red French knots here. And I think, oh, I missed some back stitching right through here. Okay, I'll have to do that next time. Yeah, so I'm going to leave the French knots off because I just think it makes it look, I don't know, a little too busy. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm just going to set it aside now, and I'm ready to choose my whip. I am using an app called Wheel of Names. I don't know if you guys have tried that or not, but I think I'm going to like it. So let's see what gets chosen. I'll insert a clip here so that you can see it as well. So here it is, Gather and Give Thanks by Imaginating. I'm using the cloth and floss that came with the kit, Oatmeal Light, 14 count fiddler's cloth. And the stitches required it's just the full cross stitch and back stitch. I started this one on November 10th, 2025, and only got one session in. So I guess I'll continue working on the pumpkin and see how far I get. This is the one session. And like I said, I will continue and work on this pumpkin, which is this one here, and see how far I get. But right now, let's talk about my focus piece that I should have shared at the beginning of the video, but didn't. I will now. And that is Oriental Splendor. So I chose Oriental Splendor to be my focus piece beginning this year. In fact, I started it on New Year's Day. You may have heard me say before that I wanted another floral arrangement piece to work on. Well, this is one of those pieces I chose. So this is the kit by Dimensions Gold Collection. I'm stitching it on the 18 count tan colored Aida fabric that it came with. Stitches required for this one are the full cross stitch, half stitch, back stitch, couching, French knots, and lazy daisy stitches. I've never done the lazy daisy stitches, so that will be new to me. And this is the work I've done so far. It's 5 sessions of stitching. I took yesterday off and will probably take today off as well. But like I said, it's my focus piece. So what that means is I will be stitching on this one more often than any of my other WIPs. Only taking a few breaks here and there. And, you know, that's the idea. My intention is to get right back to Oriental Splendor and stitch more on it. So I won't be putting it back in my WIP basket with my other WIPs. It will stay out on my desk as a reminder to work on it because I really want to get it done and FFO'd before spring gets here. And that is my plan, and I hope I can stick to it. Alrighty then, I will leave you now, and I will be back on a progress share on my Gather and Give Thanks. So I'll see you in a little bit. It is Thursday, January 8th. Here is my progress on Gather and Give Thanks. This was a pretty good stitching session. The frog stayed away, which meant no ripping out stitches, just steady forward stitching. I settled into a comfortable rhythm and just enjoyed the process. As long as the frog stays away and I'm moving along at a good pace, it's a very good session, to be sure. So, what's next? Yeah, I'm not sure at the moment. I could stitch on the pumpkin a little bit more, or I can go back to my floral piece. or I can work on a felt project that I started the other day. I'll show you what it is. It's just at the beginning stages here. So just laying out the shapes I want to use. I'm not liking the felt though. It feels a little rough. I bought it off Amazon and it said it was soft, but not as soft as the felt I've bought in the past at Hobby Lobby. So if you know where I can buy the softer felt in small size off of Amazon, please let me know. Would help me so much, save on time, so I'm not constantly ordering the wrong type of felt and having to return it. But this one here I bought off of I bought it at Hobby Lobby, and it's just much softer than this one here. And here's excuse me, here's the brand and that I bought off Amazon, and it's just not soft enough. But anyway, I'm gonna give it a try and see what happens. You know, I will try it. I don't know which project to work on. But that's okay. I'm happily undecided at the moment. I'm sure one will jump out at me tonight. Maybe if time permits, I'll do a little bit of work on all three. Who knows? And if I'm tired, that would be no work on any of them at all. That's always another choice. So anyway, we'll see where the day and my energy takes me, and I'll be back in 2. Today is Friday, January 9th. I chose to get back to Oriental Splendor. I know it doesn't look like I got far because 100 to 200 stitches looks like nothing was done, especially if you're jumping around from place to place. It's kind of hard to tell. I'll be working on it again tonight, but in case I'm not feeling up to it, I wanted to show the progress that I did make. So I did some stitches through here, in here with the metallic and the purple, and then through here, this flower here, and a few more stitches throughout this side. And yeah, that is what I did. I don't know if you guys can see the difference from what you saw the other day to now, but that is what I did. If I keep this going and keep it as a focus piece, I may even finish it sooner than expected, which I say now in this moment of optimism. I will choose another whip using my Spin the Wheel app so that I will have one ready to pick up just in case I need to take a break from this one. And of course that will come. It will. I cannot just continue stitching on it without taking a break and doing something else. So I will choose another whip using my Spin the Wheel app so that I will have one ready to pick up in case I need a break from this one. So let's do that now. So Treasured Time was chosen, and this will be my backup whip for whenever I'm ready to take a break from my focus piece, the Oriental Splendor. it will be ready and waiting for me. This comes with a 16 count gray Aida. The stitches required are full cross stitch, half cross stitch, back stitch, couching, lazy daisy, and French knots. And I had started this one in December 6th, 2025. So just at the end of last year, I started it. And I'm going to put this aside now. And I do have a update on my felt project. Here we go. I finished the head. The string, there's still thread attached to it because I'm not sure if I'm going to add something else or not, so I'm leaving it there. And the paws, and I have not done the heart yet, so I need to stuff the heart and stitch around that. I had Googled for inspiration. I just entered something like cats and hearts, or cats holding hearts for drawings, and a bunch of these drawings came up, and so I just was checking it out and deciding what I wanted to do with this. I may put some feet, one on each side, obviously. A foot pad here and a foot pad here. I might, not sure exactly what I'm gonna, if I'm going to add that or not, but anyway, the felt is actually not bad to work with, so I'm really glad I went ahead and tried it instead of just returning it. It's fine. I mean, I think it's fine. It's not as soft as the Hobby Lobby felt that I've gotten, but one thing I do like about this that I don't like about the other is that it doesn't fray, it doesn't come apart. It's not as, oh gosh, what is the word I'm looking for? Anyway, it's not as fragile as the Hobby Lobby felt that I've gotten. So I think I will like it. And I don't know how I'm going to finish it. I do know it's going to I'm going to turn it into a magnet, but I might also put it on a greeting card here, like this in the front, and write something on the inside for my granddaughter, and then have it in such a way that she can take this out. It will already have the magnet on, and she can take it off and use it on her parents' fridge. So, yeah, that is what's going on in my mind at the moment right now, as far as how I'm going to finish it. Okay, that's all I have for you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I appreciate every single one of you. If you want more stitching goodness, make sure to subscribe, and remember, a day without stitching is like a needle without thread, completely pointless. See you in the next video.